Hello, I'm Avi. I work as a professional game illustrator and creating comics and webtoons is my hobby. Today, I'd like to share a few quick tips for easy painting skin with the help of Clip Studio Paint's features. With my friends, I used to attend figure drawing lessons with live models, and because I was more interested in the colors of the human body in various light conditions than sketching itself, I was the weird one with a laptop in the corner with the socket. That seat was usually free because opposite the main spotlight, which I actually appreciated because it allowed me to study subtle colors in shaded areas and along strong backlight, which I love because it's atmospheric. Because the time to draw each pose was rather short, I had prepared several tricks to speed up the painting process as much as possible. These tricks can help both beginners and advanced with picking colors for light and shading not only while drawing human skin but practically anything. I sometimes use them in speed paintings of landscapes and scenes because they considerably cut down the amount of time spent selecting the right colors from the color palette. All the special brushes mentioned are available for free download in Assets, link in the description. Brushes with blending modes. The core of the first trick is to make use of the blending modes of brushes, set in the Subtool Detail palette, Ink, Blending Mode. I have made a set of the default soft brush with various blending modes that I use the most. The Add Glow brushes also have hard-edged versions for adding sharp light, such as highlights or backlight. Quick tip: I recommend setting up a keyboard shortcut for the set of these special brushes for quick access. Keep in mind that the brushes with blending modes or color mixing work only within one layer. That means that in this case, apart from the background, the figure is drawn on one layer with locked transparency to keep the shape. Use the brushes with multiply or darken mode for subtle shading. For the main light, pick the color of the light source and use the Add Glow brush. For the diffused light of the room, I used green as a contrasting color to the warm color of the main light and skin. For light reflected off surrounding objects and for adding more color variety to the painting, you can use the Glow Dodge, Overlay and Saturation brushes. Brushes with color mixing settings. You can gently blend the resulting colors with your favorite brushes with color mixing. In the brush pack, there are 2 brushes that both paint and mix and 2 that mix without adding colors. Pick colors and mix them. Keep picking interesting colors that resulted from the blending modes, like the reddish, and mix them in other parts for more variety. Specifics of painting human skin. Since skin is translucent, light both bounces off it and scatters below the surface, resulting in unexpected colors, such as pink, peach and orange. The veins and joints below the surface add subtle gray and teal tones. I have explored the color zones of face, hands and body in my other tutorial painting with colors. Avoid making the skin too shiny. The parts that would have highlights if made of plastic, such as joints, knuckles or shoulders, are actually usually darker than the rest of the body due to the skin being thicker and often tanned. Shoulders specifically look more natural when slightly darker than the upper arm. Instead of highlights, play around with light reflected on the skin from other parts of the body or the surrounding objects. Thanks to the subsurface scattering effect, the skin hit by reflected light tends to turn more orange and peach. Using the brush with color dodge or overlay mode with a reddish color selected can help you quickly define the colors of areas lit by secondary light, as well as areas with subsurface scattering along the strongly lit parts. Just be careful not to overdo it with the saturated colors. The saturation brush with a gray color will help you soften the colors in case they get too saturated, as well as with parts of the body where the skin is thin and not tanned. The overall color of the body is generally more grayish than you'd expect, so it's better to keep the saturated parts to a minimum. Conclusion: these were several tips on what to keep in mind while painting and studying skin, and tricks I developed for speeding up the painting at the figure drawing sessions, but they can be used for quick painting of a wide variety of objects. I hope they can help you with understanding colors of human skin, as well as with choosing the right colors for shading and light and speeding up your painting process. And most importantly, having fun painting. Are you going to bring your laptop or tablet for your next figure drawing session?